Okay, so today was one of those days I did not get a workout in. I was planning to kind of go straight to the gym in the morning, but I just woke up and it just was not happening. It's like 20 degrees outside, and I had calls like back to back to back this afternoon. So it really just kind of got away from me, but that happens sometimes. It's like not every day is going to be a perfect gym day. But I always have my non-negotiable rule, and that's hitting a minimum of 3 lifts per week. So tomorrow morning, there's no excuses. I'm going. What we're going to do today instead, because I didn't get my normal exercise in, I'm going to focus on eating a good kind of hearty, healthy dinner. So as you've seen in my video from Whole Foods, what we're going to do for dinner is we're going to do some pasture-raised ground venison. So what's awesome about this is the macros on here are insane. So this is 95% lean. Me personally, like, I don't mind this type of venison. I know some people probably are not about it, but this is super lean, and I just think it tastes amazing. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add some diced up mushrooms, so kind of add a little bit of a crunch. We have an avocado that I'm also going to put in there, and we have some leftover rice from yesterday, some quinoa, excuse me. So it's going to be a really simple dish to make, but I'll just kind of show you the skip to kind of like the actual meal. Again, I don't think it's going to be too exciting to see me make it, but that's the plan. We're just going to use this avocado spray that I got from Primal Kitchen. I'm a big fan of Primal Kitchen. I actually would probably prefer extra virgin olive oil for this type of stuff, but I'm out of it, so this will do. But I like to keep things simple. This should probably take me at least 20 minutes to make. And if you hang tight, I'll show you the after once it's done. Okay, so the result. Take a look at this. So like I said, super simple to make. All it was venison. Again, I got this from Whole Foods. It was 95.5, so super lean. Then I also just got these mushrooms, just like golden brown. Pan-seared them. Quinoa, avocado, super simple, 20 minutes to make. I'm gonna sprinkle some of this steak sauce from A1. Steak sauce A1 is another brand from Whole Foods. And what I typically do is just kind of, just mix it up and just eat it. Like, it's simple and it's so good and it's filling. And from a macro standpoint, this is, as good as it gets in my opinion. But I also want to revert back to saying, not every day is going to go ideal. Like today really was one of those days that I just was sitting here and just had back-to-back calls. And that's something like, my life doesn't revolve around the gym or being perfect 24/7 anymore. So it has to be flexible with my lifestyle because ultimately I'm trying to do other things, right? So it's like a balancing act. And the way I think about this whole balancing fitness and nutrition is just like, if I can follow a workout plan 3 or 4 days a week, and I follow my own, so I know exactly what I'm doing, there's no guessing, it's very, strategic and get in, get out. And I think about the same thing with nutrition too. So, this type of meal, 20 minutes to make it from start to finish. This is great. This has great, a lot of protein, healthy carbs, and good fats. So it's like, this is also a staple meal for me. So I don't, overcomplicate things. So you saw my dish I made, with the chicken. Yesterday was salmon, and then this day is the venison. So the venison is also something that's kind of like an unusual thing. I kind of mix it up with this. Typically I'll have like either lean ground turkey, or sometimes it's just kind of like a wild card. If I'm feeling something different, I'll have it. But like, I'm pretty religious about these meals 3 to 4 days a week. And I know if I hit these meals that my weekly average is going to be in a good place. So if you're starting off and you haven't, you're not even sure where to start with calories and macros, I think that logging your food and tracking it can be helpful from an information standpoint. But after a certain point, it just, I don't think you need to do it. I don't think it's sustainable to do forever. And, you should just kind of understand intuitively, what you're eating and the calories and estimate the calories and macros. That's kind of what I've been doing. And, it's been working for me. So I'm not saying it's for everyone. And I think if someone's plateauing, they're not sure why, then you maybe go back and log your food for a few days, figure out what's going wrong. Because when I look at it from a client standpoint, I can identify real quick, what's going wrong. And it doesn't usually take a rocket scientist to figure it out. But when you're sticking with these type of dense meals, they're nourishing. It's going to help you feel better, perform better, and obviously look better. So tomorrow's going to be another lift day. It's going to be more of like shoulders and legs, and we'll get after it. So I know nothing exciting today, but wanted to check in and just share at least my meal with you. Have a good night.